Ram's CEO just announced a brand new pickup truck with a starting price of just $16,000. If you've been watching truck prices climb year after year and wondering if a new reliable workhorse is ever going to be within reach again, this is the news you've been waiting for. Most people assume that a truck wearing a Ram badge is going to cost at least $40,000 to drive home, but the Ram 700 is about to flip that assumption completely, bringing a proven, capable pickup to the US market at a price that hasn't been seen on a new truck in decades. Perfect workhorse. It's easy to overlook a truck that's never been sold in the United States, but the Ram 700 has been doing serious work across Latin America for years, building a reputation that plenty of more expensive pickups would envy. In markets like Mexico and Brazil, this compact truck has proven itself as a dependable, low-maintenance workhorse for private owners and commercial operators alike. When a truck survives years of hard daily use in demanding conditions with minimal maintenance and almost no reliability complaints, that says something. The 700 has cleared that bar consistently, and it's widely regarded as one of the most practical and affordable light-duty trucks in its class. Ford Maverick base prices are now pushing well past $25,000. The Santa Cruz has never really positioned itself as the affordable choice. That leaves a clear opening, and the Ram 700 is shaping up to fill it in a way that no current pickup can match. It's a truck that already knows how to work hard and stay out of the repair shop. All it needs is a US address. But there's something about this truck's size that completely changes how you think about it, and that's where things get interesting. Tiny package. The Ram 700 is actually built on the same bones as the Fiat Strada, a well-established Latin American compact pickup with solid fundamentals. That platform brings several practical advantages, starting with the one characteristic that immediately sets the 700 apart from everything else in the segment: sheer size. Think about what it actually means to drive a full-size or even a mid-size truck every single day, squeezing into tight parking spots, navigating narrow streets, and making U-turns in crowded lots. For a lot of buyers, the truck they actually need is something far more manageable. At just 176 inches in total length and 69 inches wide, the Ram 700 is the answer to that problem. The Maverick stretches to around 200 inches, while the Santa Cruz lands at roughly 195 inches, making the 700 close to 24 inches shorter than the Maverick. That's a difference felt on every single drive. 3 cab configurations are going to be part of the offer. The base SLT trim is going to be available in both single and double cab layouts, giving buyers who prioritize bed length a real option. Bighorn and Laramie trims are stepping up to crew cab configurations only. 4 full doors, a proper rear seat, and a setup that works for families and small crews alike. That range of body styles is something the Maverick and Santa Cruz simply don't offer, and for a truck at this price point, the flexibility is a meaningful advantage. A small footprint and flexible configurations are a great start, but none of that matters if the powertrain can't back it up, and that's exactly the conversation we need to have next. Powertrain, US boost. The current powertrain tells an interesting story about what the Ram 700 is and what it is going to become. Under the hood in Latin America, the 700 is running a 1.3-liter 4-cylinder engine rated at 100 horsepower and 99 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 5-speed manual gearbox. By the standards of its current market, that is a sensible and reliable setup. Light, efficient, easy to maintain. Here's the reality though, anyone who has merged onto a busy American highway in an underpowered vehicle knows exactly how that feels. For a truck expected to carry a load on top of that, a naturally aspirated 1.3-liter is simply not going to cut it for US buyers, and that's where electrification is expected to enter the picture. A hybrid or hybrid setup is the direction, and it solves 2 problems at once. Electric motors deliver torque immediately from a standstill, which is exactly what a working truck needs when pulling away from a job site with a load on board. And because the system is still paired with a gasoline engine, fuel economy stays highly competitive. A turbocharged variant is another realistic option, with the turbocharged 1.3-liter found in related Fiat products capable of producing around 177 horsepower. Either way, the North American Ram 700 is going to arrive with considerably more in reserve than what Latin American buyers are currently getting. A capable powertrain is one thing, but buyers also want to know what they're getting in terms of design, and the 700 has more to offer there than most people expect. Modern design. The Ram 700 is not trying to reinvent anything with its styling, and that works in its favor. The exterior follows Ram's wider visual identity with a front end that makes this truck immediately recognizable as part of the family. The grille is upright and bold, the bumper carries a confident rectangular shape, and the overall stance is planted and purposeful. The compact footprint doesn't work against its visual presence at all. It looks like a Ram that was designed for a specific job from the ground up. One of the common complaints about budget trucks is that stepping inside feels like a penalty. Thin materials, rattling panels, and a cabin that starts looking worn within the first year. The Ram 700 is avoiding that problem. Hard plastics are part of the deal because keeping the price where it needs to be requires trade-offs. But the build quality is solid, the fit and finish are consistent, and the materials are durable enough to handle years of hard use. Bighorn and Laramie trims are coming equipped with a 7-inch touchscreen supporting Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, while Laramie models are also adding LED headlights as standard. Passenger space in the crew cab layout is a genuine positive, with the second row accommodating adults comfortably for commuting and shorter trips. The design holds up well for the price, but there's still one more critical question. Can this small truck actually carry the weight when it needs to? Utility. On paper, the numbers are not going to impress anyone accustomed to full-size truck specs. Payload capacity is rated at up to 1,587 pounds, while towing capacity comes in at 882 pounds. Taken out of context, those figures can look modest. But a lot of truck buyers don't actually need to haul 5 tons. They need to move a riding mower, load up after a hardware store run, or carry equipment to a job site without paying $50,000 for the privilege. For that kind of use, the Ram 700's numbers are more than sufficient. The Maverick in base 2-wheel drive form manages around 1,500 pounds of payload capacity, meaning the 700 is keeping pace with its larger rival despite being a considerably smaller vehicle. The truck's low body height makes loading and unloading straightforward, and the single cab configuration is going to offer an extended cargo bed option, pointing directly at commercial buyers who need maximum bed length in a compact, fuel-efficient package. So it works hard, looks the part, and fits where other trucks won't. But the one number that ties everything together is the price, and that's where the Ram 700 is about to make the loudest statement of all. Release date and price. The Ram 700 is heading to North America, and the timeline is tightening. The truck has already been spotted undergoing testing in the United States, a clear sign that Ram is moving forward with concrete plans. Before the full launch, which is expected in about 2 years, federally mandated safety equipment and domestic production will need to be addressed to sidestep the chicken tax on imported light trucks. Both are manageable steps for a company with Stellantis resources. Once production is established on U.S. soil, pricing is expected to start at approximately $16,000. For buyers who have spent years watching entry-level truck prices climb out of reach, that number is going to land differently. The entry-level Maverick is already past $23,000, and it's going to keep getting more expensive. That gap is going to be the 700's most powerful argument. The Ram 700 is shaping up to be one of the most compelling truck stories in years. It's a vehicle with a proven track record across Latin America, a compact footprint that actually works in its favor, and a powertrain upgrade that will make it fully ready for the demands of the US market. The design is honest and well built, the utility numbers hold up against trucks that cost significantly more, and the cabin covers the essentials without unnecessary compromise. Most importantly, it's arriving with a starting price of around $16,000, a number that hasn't been attached to a new pickup truck in a very long time. For buyers who have been watching the market move further out of reach with every passing year, the Ram 700 is a genuine answer to a very real problem. The cheap truck market is showing great potential in North America, and this definitely isn't the only model aiming at this particular buyer group. If you're up for something affordable but with serious capability, you definitely want to check out our video about Nissan's new $22,000 truck. It's cheap, but it's as capable as any midsize truck on the market, and that's a clear advantage over other models on the market.